Hi, I'm Ken Montgomery. I'm the president of the Northern California DeLorean Motor Club. This is my DeLorean here. This is a 1982 DeLorean built in December of 1981. The car's outer body is stainless steel, so the carbon fiber inner frame. The car was engineered by Lotus. The motor is not particularly huge and powerful. It is a 3-liter V6. It's actually a 2.85-liter Peugeot Renault Volvo V6. They get, which is really nice, about 26 miles to the gallon for me. They're a beautiful car. They're really easy to maintain, and they're a really fun car to drive. This is Lotus Engineering in here, so on the curvy roads we're just as competitive as any of the other exotics here. And they get us on the straightaways, of course they tend to outrun us. But it's comfortable and a very reasonable car to drive. The following for these cars, especially through the internet, has become really large, and every year or every other year there has been, now there will be every year, a DeLorean car show held somewhere in the country. It's usually an international affair with people coming from Australia, Europe, England, etc., to come to these shows. The next one is going to be in Las Vegas at the end of September. You can get more information about that by going to DeLoreanCarshow.com. Yeah, this is DeLorean's engine. Like I said, this is a Peugeot Renault Volvo V6 2.85-liter B28F motor. Very common engine that was used in Volvos up into the early 90s. It's got Bosch Cage-Electronic mechanical fuel injection. Luckily, big air conditioner, because you need it in a little car like this. There's about 27 hoses that makes up the cooling system between the radiator in the front and the engine in the back. If you don't overheat these engines, they are extremely reliable, and because usually just age-related issues, vacuum hoses and such like that, it's about really the only mechanical things you run into when it comes to maintenance that is in any sort of an area. It's not going to run people off the road, but it's a wonderful car.
All right. Hi, I'm Clint Wolf from Sacramento, and here's my 81 DeLorean project. It's pretty much my dream car, so I snatched onto it whenever I could. I picked it up a little over a month ago, I suppose, for the whopping price of about $5,000, which is about as low as you can get nowadays for a DeLorean. It is a very early car, June 81, VIN number 1768. So even that, just for $5,000, was pretty good. But it does need a lot of work. It's, as you can see from the license plate, it's an original Massachusetts car. I think it was delivered to California back in 81, but it sat in a pretty bad puddle of salt water, and the frame is quite rusted out, if you want to check that out in a minute. But so that's really the worst of the car. Otherwise, it's relatively complete and it runs, so I'm that much better. But so far I haven't done a whole lot to it yet. I've cleaned the injectors and gone through the whole fuel system, make sure that's not going to destroy itself, but still needs plenty more work. Cosmetic, I mean, you can see the fascias need to be painted, but the stainless is pretty nice. There's a few dents. So I haven't really driven the car really on the road. I've gone around the block, and that's fun enough for now. But all the suspension's pretty much gone, so it's not quite a basket case, but it's definitely a long-term project. Typical DeLorean stuff. The doors don't want to stay open anymore because the struts are worn out. But luckily, my torsion bars still work. Because those are a few $1,000s a piece. So you can see it's still a work in progress. The electrical is pretty bad. Fuse box is melted a few times. Does not have all the updates yet. The later cars did. So need to write a few more checks before I can really get going on it. Just redid all the front steering. The U-joints were all worn out. I mean, you could turn the wheel, I don't know, halfway around before it did anything. So it's still not perfect yet, but otherwise, there's a few dents you can see, repair jobs, but I'm not that picky yet. I certainly don't want to paint the car, but we'll see. So otherwise, original spares still in there. I got a bunch of free goodies, car cover, and a tune-up kit came with it. So already got to represent with the Evil Genius Racing windshield banner. Although it's in black, you can't really see it.
I know it. It was in the paper.
Yeah, it's that lumpy cow.
Get up there with you guys so bad, but that 250 Testarossa was just too slow. You know, in the long run, it's take you. Oh, okay. Okay.
So we both.
Oh, in the corners. This is like. Yeah, my name is Charlie Hall from El Dorado Hills. This is my 1982 DeLorean, serial number 10533. I've had it for about three and a half years now. Spent almost a year and a half looking for it to find something decent that was not molested and so forth. But yeah, it's been a fun car. Had to do very little to it, but like I told this other gentleman, I've been driving it and just having a great time and finding something new about it all the time. So, but it's been a great car. Been a great car. It's been a passion of mine since 1981, since I first saw one. Of course, Back to the Future did a lot for the cars also. Sort of a love-hate relationship really there, but. Yeah, the movies have done a lot for this, and with a new generation of people, it's probably become more popular than it ever has. And since John DeLorean's passing, it's becoming more and more of a status symbol, really, for a lot of people. And but it's a very well-constructed car. It's a very good car. They, like any car, it had its bugs when it first came out, but being 82 and 83, they were able to take care of those problems, and it's a very dependable car. When I found this car, it's been a California car. It was down in Anaheim Hills in Southern California, and 27,000 original miles, and we flew down, drove it back, and just had a blast with it. And it's been dependable ever since then. So, very good.